Welcome everyone to the day three of Introduction to the Python series by Shrinidhi Kumar. So, Shrinidhi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
Okay, take over this session.
Okay. So welcome, guys. Can anyone just give me a brief on what was done in the last meeting on Friday, I guess?
We were doing this one problems on list, programs on list.
Nested loop and some operation on list.
Yeah. Can someone just explain from the beginning what we did on Friday? Recap. Okay. Let me present my screen. I hope it's visible. Yeah. I hope it's visible.
Yes.
Okay. So we went over nested loops. We did arrays. We have to get started with other collections right now. So how many of you remember this? How to write this code? Anyone has any doubts with these nested loops? This is a for in for, right?
Yeah.
Then we did for inside while loop,
And
and then we did a while loop inside a for loop. So then I gave you guys a task, and you had to implement this exact thing, but using a while inside a while. How many of you did that? Can anyone share the solution? Anyone who solved that problem? Looks like no one solved it. Can anyone tell the answer to this, and we'll quickly get started with the new things?
What is the question?
Not sure if you were there in the last class. We implemented this using the while inside for inside a while loop. We had to do the exact same thing with a while inside a while loop. That was the task that was given. Not sure anyone solved it. I think people are still joining. Let's just take a couple more minutes and then we'll get started with the class.
okay, sir.
Okay. In the meantime, if anyone has not solved it, can you just solve this? Would be great.
I just forgot, sir, about that task.
Okay. No issues. Okay, guys, let's get started. Anyone solve this? Can you just quickly tell me the answer? This one. So you all remember how we did this, right? No one had a doubt with this. Anyone who's not getting this, please watch the last recording. We went over this extensively. I hope this was clear. We'll use the exact same way. We are using a while loop instead of for loop. So what extra do we need here? Can someone tell me that? Guys, please be interactive. Would be good.
Sir, can you give me last 1 minute?
Okay, okay. Just give me okay. Okay, so are you done? Can we get started? I think we have to cover a lot more now.
Yeah, yeah, sir.
Okay. So firstly, we are using a while instead of a for. So the first thing that comes is an extra variable. What should I initialize this to?
0.
Anyone else?
No, sir, 1.
Okay. So we are starting here at one, right? So we have to get initialize here at one. Okay. Now what is the next line? Can anyone tell?
So, while I is less than 9,
Less than nine. And now we need another variable.
yeah, j equals to 1, I
One.
think.
Okay.
And while
Yeah.
1 to I plus 1, I think. So.
No, no, it's while you're not using a for loop. Just remember.
Oh, sorry, sir. J is less
Yeah.
than I plus 1.
Less than I plus one.
Yeah, colon.
Yeah.
Here I have to print
Print.
j and here,
Okay.
and and we have to increment the value of j.
Okay.
So I don't know, sir, it will be correct or not.
Okay. Let's try this.
Sir, we have to increment the I value of I also, na?
Exactly. That's one thing we left. Because it's a
Yeah.
while loop. In for loop, it is auto increment, right? In while loop, we
Yeah.
have to increment that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was simple. I hope everyone got this right.
I have a
Anyone?
doubt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why are we using that end equal to whatever that is
Uh,
in the print
let me
statement?
let me show you how this looks without the end. Okay.
All the value in the same line.
Yeah. So what that end does it, we'll get to that when we get to the pattern matching part. But what that end does is, by default, the end is a slash n. So end is a new line by default. Instead, we are changing that to a space bar. Okay. That's why we are using this end here. We will get to that when we get to the pattern printing part. Okay, I think this is good. We had gone over this before as well. Now collections, I hope everyone remembers the lists part that we did. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I hope no one has a doubt with this. Anyone has a doubt, they can tell right now. Or we'll go ahead to the next ones. Okay. So we are done with list. What other collections do we have?
Sir,
Quickly.
set, tuple, and dictionary.
Tuple and
Dictionary.
dictionary, right?
Yeah.
Now let's get started with set. How do you initialize a set first?
With
Sir,
the
if
flower
I
bracket.
in the flower bracket,
Okay. Give me the syntax. Let's call it S. Now how do you define this?
S equal
sir,
to flower
equal
bracket
to
open.
sir. Sometimes it convert into a dictionary, no? If I
So is this right?
no, I have to something you need to put in that bracket. I think.
Okay. So let's try this and let's see what this
Type
is.
of it.
Can someone tell me what this would be?
It should be
Dictionary.
dictionary, sir.
Anyone who says this is a set? So this is a
Yeah.
dictionary. Whenever you use
We have
flower
to put
brackets,
something here. I
by
think.
default it's a dictionary. Okay.
Yeah.
So there are two ways to initialize a set. Either you can do like this, or it can be just a dot, anything. Now this is a set. Okay. This is one way. Or the better way would be to do like this.
Yes, sir.
We are
Set.
calling the set object. Okay. Everyone got this? Everyone got why we can't use flower brackets directly?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that's how. All right. Now let's have a set. Now what will this print?
Print. Right.
Like what will be the output? What will be
So
this output?
It'll be arranged, I guess.
arranged and repetition would not allowed in set. So it will be
Okay.
for
So
one,
what would
two,
be the elements? What would be the elements?
1, 2, 3, 7, 4. I think.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this happens every time because set by default is not arranged. Okay. So firstly, the property of set, I think if anyone has seen it in maths, that's the property. We will have no repetitions in a set. So this two repeated twice will still be only once. All right. That's with the set. Now I think set is a very underutilized data structure, data type. We use lists a lot. We use dictionaries a lot, but set is something that has a that is actually very powerful. So let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
Let's have one more
Intersection part.
slide here.
Union
Okay.
part.
Firstly, we have this. What is this? What is intersection?
So the
The
common
repeat.
element between these two set.
Common elements. What will be the
Between
answer?
it will be 4, then 7,
Okay,
4
that's
and
it.
7 only.
Okay, and what will be the data type? Is it a list or a set?
Set.
So it's the set, no?
Okay, great. So that is one thing. Secondly, we have something called as union.
Mm.
What will be this answer?
It will be 1, 2, 3, 7, 4, 5 minus 1, 0.
Okay, right?
So, so there is a order from ascending, descending to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ascending.
So the thing with sets is you will get this order, but the default order will be lost every time. Okay. So you can't use it exactly the same way as you use a list because you will lose the default order by in general in a set.
Okay.
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 That is one thing with set that you have to be careful. I think intersection is clear, union is clear. What is union actually?
All the
Collection of all
elements.
the elements that are present in the two sets with non-repetitive elements.
Elements in either set. Is that fine? Okay. So now we have a very powerful thing called as S minus T. What does this do?
It only gives the a set of elements that are present in S and not in T.
Means in S, not in T, right? So what will be the answer?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3,
Okay, let's
2. Sorry, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
okay. One, two, three. Fine. Any doubts till here?
No, sir.
All these are basic things, right? I hope everyone is understanding this. Where can I get the
Yes, sir.
recording? Where can I get the recording? That will be available on YouTube video. We'll give you the link. Wherever you got the recording link, this meet link, you'll get the recording link in the same place. Okay. So that's S minus T, that's T minus S. Is there anything else we have to do here? Firstly, is this possible in sets? So is this possible in lists?
Yeah, it is possible in lists, but not in sets.
Okay, let's try it. Okay. You can't add two sets. That's one thing. How do we add elements to a set? Is there something like S dot append?
Yeah, append.
Is this right? Is the syntax right?
I
No,
think
no,
it will
no,
be
no.
add.
Okay. We have two options, add and append. Anything else?
Insert.
Okay. So
Is extend there? I guess no, right?
what do you get here? Set has no attribute append. No, extend is a part of lists. So set has no attribute append. What do we have in sets? Set dot. Okay, let's try insert now. Okay, no attribute insert.
So it will be add.
S dot add. Can anyone tell me why there is no insert part?
So
Because
insert
sets
are
are
related to
immutable.
the
One at a time. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Someone go ahead.
I guess it's because sets are immutable.
No, sets are not immutable. And why do we not have the insert in this? Firstly, do sets have an order? Or
No, they're unordered pairs
let me
of
change,
elements.
let me change my question. Do sets preserve order? Is this order preserved?
no sir.
No, sir.
So, is there
No,
any
sir.
point in inserting something between this and this, between 2 and 3?
No sir.
Or for
No,
example,
sir.
between 3 and 7, right? Because the order is
Yeah.
anyway good. Okay, that's why we don't have anything called as insert. Okay, we do have an add. What do I add here? Minus 5. Okay, is this right?
Yes sir.
Okay. Uh, okay, we are done with intersection. We are done with union. We are done with S minus T, T minus S, and we are done with add. Is that it? Should be.
Is there
Yeah,
anything
that's
called
it.
as update?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We have something called as remove. We can remove an element. How do we do that? Is this exactly the same as the list?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's remove this minus 5. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah, I think we are good. Union, clear, copy. Okay, this difference is exactly the same as the one we did, right?
Yes, sir. So is delete possible in the sets to delete an element? Like
Sorry?
apart from, is delete possible to remove an element or a set of elements? Like apart from using remove.
Okay, like this.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it should be. No. Set object does not support item deletion. No, it's not possible. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I think that's most of the important ones with set. I think the most important places where you will use it is where either you hear the word unique. Write this.
Unique and common element.
Unique. Yeah, unique. Okay, common. Okay. Sometimes, very commonly actually, you will use S minus T part.
Yeah.
Elements in
Element.
one set, not in the other set.
Yeah.
Okay. These are the most common cases. And actually, I've seen a lot of questions based on these. Unique is the most common. I think you would have seen that as well. Unique is the most common one. Then you will have common, sometimes even S minus T. Okay. So next, what is the next collection that we have?
Tuple.
Tuple.
Uh,
Okay. What is a tuple? How do I write a tuple?
Sir, parenthesis.
Okay.
There is a comma.
Like this?
Sir, we have to put one more comma, I think, no? After
No,
10.
this is not necessary. Not necessary.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone gets this? So we have comparatively less functionality with tuples. Okay, tell me one thing. Is there something called as t dot append?
No,
T dot add anything to add or remove elements from a tuple or change elements.
No,
no.
sir. No.
Tuples
No,
are
sir, it required
immutable.
unpacking. Hence,
Sorry?
You can't
Tuples
perform
are
any.
Go ahead, Divya. Go ahead.
tuples are immutable, so we cannot add something to it. We
Okay.
have to either convert in list or something else.
So can we remove from them? Can we change the elements?
No, no, we cannot change. We can change by changing that tuple into list, and then we can make any changes.
Okay. So what is t of 0? Is this possible?
No, sir.
What do we get? Does not support item assignment. Okay. Type error. So where do we use tuples? Can anyone give me anything about that?
Yeah, it can be used where you don't want to change the data that time.
Okay. Anything else? So generally where we will see tuples is when we have coordinates. And this will be in the form x comma y. Have you seen this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So to find coordinates of a point or coordinates of a location.
Exactly, exactly. Coordinate of a, for example, if you have a 2 cross 2 matrix type of a thing, then we can have the coordinates like this. Because generally you don't have to change the coordinates, you just have to take them into account. That's it. That's why that's, I think, the only place where I can think of where you will use tuple. And most of the places instead of tuple, you can actually use a dictionary. You can actually use a list as well, and it will work more or less fine. I guess yeah, that's it with tuples. I don't think there's much to do with tuples. Let's see. Yeah, obviously you can count an index. That's the same with list, right? That's what I said. There's nothing much you can do with tuples that you cannot do with lists. Okay. 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 Anyone has any doubts so far?
No, sir.
Okay, so we are done with sets. We are done with tuples. Sorry if I just ran through them very fast, but there's not much we can do here. I think the most important one and the one which most people had it out with was dictionary, right?
Yes, sir. So much.
Yeah, I think most of your OPP problems will be based on dictionaries as well.
Yeah, like
Yes, sir.
40% question.
Exactly, exactly. So let's get started with dictionary. Anyone wants to ask anything so far? Because we will use most of this here. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt. Sir,
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
sir, what is it? Sir, what is the packing and unpacking in tuples?
Okay, good doubt. So before we go to dictionaries, let's see one more thing. We had this T, right? What will this print? Anyone has seen this?
Yes, sir.
This.
It's a tuple.
So what will be the value of A?
Uh,
Value will be 1.
Okay, value is 1. What is the value of B?
2.
Okay, so this is called unpacking a tuple. So internally, what the computer is doing is for T, it is writing something like this. Okay, and it is assigning A to 1 and it is assigning B to 2. So what happens if I do like this? What will be the value of B now? Anyone answer
It's
that?
2.
Okay, let's try it. And you see this error? Not enough values to unpack. Why do we get this? Because our code is expecting there to be three elements in T. And how many are there actually?
2.
Two elements. And we are expecting three. So we are getting this thing called as too many values to unpack. Okay, what if we have like this? And now what will be the error we'll get? So everyone is clear, right? We'll get an error here also. What is the error?
More than 3.
Too many values to unpack, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is a quick way of taking values from a tuple. You can take these values directly assign them to variables. Okay, let's actually leave this. Okay, this is how we do it. This gets assigned to A gets assigned to 1, B gets assigned to 2, C gets assigned to 3. Can we do this with lists? Can we do this exact same thing, but instead of tuple, we have a list? Is that possible?
sir, by index, choosing by index.
No, no, without an index, directly unpacking like this.
No, sir.
Let's try it. Okay. Now, how many say this is an error? How many say it is one?
Sir,
Status.
it's a error, I think.
Okay. We can still do it even with a list,
Okay.
right? Can we do it with a set? Let's try that. And we can do that with a set.
Okay.
So we can do that with a list. We can do that with a tuple. We can do that with a set. All right. So this is the, I think that clears the doubt you had. This is what unpacking means. It's like
Yes, sir.
taking those values and unpacking them into different variables. But when one is doing that, we have to be careful the number of variables are right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So before we get started with dictionary, I think the unpacking is a good concept. So let me have a list. Have you seen this before? These type of things?
Yes, sir.
Definitely. So now
Yes.
how do I iterate over these, over ABC, and how do I iterate over 1, 2, 3? Give me a for loop for that, and I'll give you 5 minutes for that. And I want the output to be like, and so on. Okay.
Like key value pair.
Yeah, exactly. But you're printing it, you're not converting them into key value pairs.
Okay, sir.
And do it using a for loop.
Sir, can we perform indexing in tuple?
Yeah, yeah, definitely you can do that. For example, if you have a tuple t, then t of 0 will give you the first element, t of 1 will give you the second element. Okay. All right, anyone who answered this? Okay, guys, I'll give you one more minute and then let's go to the solution. Okay, let's go to the solution. Is everyone clear with this? Anyone who has a solution right now?
Say 1 last minute, sir.
Okay, okay, go ahead. Okay, I think we're good. Anyone who got the answer, full answer? Okay, now just answer me. How do you get this element? How do you access this element of the list?
Oh,
Sorry? Okay, so what is L of 0?
L of 0 is my first tuple. A.
And that is A comma 1.
Yeah.
How do you access this? Only the A.
So that is L00.
L of 0 of 0. Okay. And how do you access this one?
So L01.
L01. Isn't that what exactly we have to do? If you are able to access A and we are accessing 1, we have to write it something like, okay, isn't this what we want?
Yes, sir.
This is the format. And yeah, we have to convert this into, we have to convert this to a string. Okay, isn't this what we want?
No, sir. Comma will be the on the on A, na sir.
Sorry, I didn't get you. So this is the format, right? Just tell me that. Is the format of the printing right? A is to 1.
Yes, sir.
And we want this for every pair.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how do we do that?
For element in L,
For element in L, what do I have to print?
uh, element 00.
Print of element
That 00.
0 0. Okay,
Uh, comma.
and next,
Yes, sir.
that's it. Is that all you have to print?
0 to 2, I guess.
No, there is
Zero
no do,
to
right?
Sir, not two, but element of we have to make it string, no? First.
Yeah, yeah, we'll do that. Is this right? Is this what you have to print though?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's run this. And what did we get?
String index out of range.
So if you observe carefully, okay, let's just print the element. And what do we get?
The a comma all the tuples, three tuples, I think.
Okay. So what is element of 0?
Element of zero is all the first element of the tuple.
Okay, A, B, C.
Yeah.
So do we have to do element of 0 or just element of 0?
All the
Firstly,
oh
is
sorry. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have don't have
okay.
zero. Zero will be one.
This
Zero will be there.
this is 0. What is this?
Yeah, it should be one. Here is one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the answer?
Yes, sir. I think it will be
Is
right.
this the format?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I think someone said this is like a key value pair, right?
Yes, sir.
And we know how to unpack, right? We know how to unpack these variables. Okay. And we also know each of the pair has only a tuple having only two elements. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we can do something like unboxing, unpacking here. And instead of writing element, I write key and value. Okay.
So we have to make it in a set. I think that
You
will.
know. Did you get this part?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the key here?
So the key is A B C.
Okay. And what is the value here?
The value is 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So this part is called unpacking a tuple,
Okay.
which is what we did a while ago. So each value in L is actually a tuple, right?
Yes, sir.
We unpack each value into one variable called key and another variable called value. Okay. And this does not have to be named as key and value. We can have it like AB. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And this will still run. So this is one more thing that you will
It's
see
always
continuing
take
here.
the first element of the tuple.
Sorry.
It always take the suppose we are writing that for a comma b. So a always take the first element of tuple.
Yes, exactly.
Then what if there is a more than one value?
More than one value as in?
Like a there is 1, 1, another one.
Like this.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember what happened here when we had something like this?
Yeah, there's a throw an error.
Not enough values to unpack,
Yeah.
and that is exactly what we will get here. Too many values to unpack, because there are three values and we are giving only two variables here. Okay.
Okay.
Let's remove this one. Let's run it again. Okay. So tell me, what will this be?
A,
A.
A. And what will this be?
B.
Okay. So this is how you can unpack a list of tuples into two variables, and I'm pretty sure this looks a lot simpler than the other syntax we had. We had like element of
Yes.
zero is equal to element of one.
Yes, the first one is quite easy.
Okay, this one is simpler, or that one is simpler.
The first
This
one.
one is simple.
Okay. Think again, end of the day, it's your choice. But this just looks a lot more obvious, especially when you have when you know the format of the list. Okay. Whenever it's like this, it has to be that way. Okay. So I think that brings us to an end of tuples and unpacking. Let's go to dictionaries. Anyone who has any doubts till now?
No, sir.
No doubts? Everyone give me a thumbs up. Okay, great. So let's get started with dictionary. How do you first initialize a dictionary?
Flower bracket.
Flower brackets?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, yes, exactly. Yes, yes. Flower brackets. Perfect. How do I have a dictionary with elements? How do I add values? Okay. Is there?
Update,
Sorry.
update works, right?
Let's see. Okay, let's not go to update yet. Let's first add an element to the dictionary. Everyone is familiar with the syntax.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. This is how it looks. Now, what if I have to actually create a dictionary like that? Is this right?
Yes, sir. Uh,
Okay.
if it is right, so no.
It's not right.
What do you get?
Equal to sign instead of.
No, that's
Then
not
we,
what you
It
have to
should
do.
be a colon, no?
It should be a colon.
Yeah.
Now is it right?
yeah, yeah.
Still,
All right.
Mm,
Let's remove this. Now is this right?
yes, sir.
We have a dictionary. Okay. Now what if I have to change the value of some element? What if I want A is 4 instead of 1?
Set D of in a square bracket.
D
A
of
A
A
equal to
is
4.
equal to 4, right?
Yeah.
Are we good? Everyone got this? Okay. What else do we have here? So a few things you will see the most. Something called as D dot keys. What will this give?
So it will give you the list of the keys, I think.
List of keys. This is technically not a list. This is a different data type called as dict keys.
Yeah.
If you do this, Okay,
Hmm.
but for now you can consider it as a list. It almost works similar to a list. This is a list. How do I get all the values?
Uh,
Okay, how did we get all the keys? D dot
it,
Do values, D dot values.
Dot
D
values.
dot values. Okay, is this right?
yes, sir.
So we have D dot keys, we have D dot values. What else do we have? Okay, how do I uh let's give a question, simple one. And I want to count how many times each element is coming. How do I do that? And I'll give you 3 minutes for that. Should be a simple one. I hope you have tried it before.
Do you want me to count the occurrence of one letter or?
Can I say the answer?
Letter. Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Sir,
Okay, just wait a couple more minutes, let everyone finish it.
okay, sir.
And you can tell me the answer later. It's not count of A. Okay, it's one thing. If someone is not clear, we need the occurrence of each letter in that S. How many times each letter is occurring?
Sir, can we say the each string value as an element?
Sorry?
Can I say that each string value means A, like A
Yeah.
is an element of S.
Okay. You can tell me the answer now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, for element in S,
For element in S.
S colon,
Hmm.
if S is not in D, sorry, if element is not in D, C, sorry, sir, C.
Not in C.
Yeah. We have to increment the value D square bracket element equal
Okay,
to 1.
just a minute. Let me just make it D for reducing any confusion. Okay.
Yeah.
If
D
element not
of
in D, D
D
of
square bracket element
D of element
equal to 1.
equal to 1.
Else,
Else
we have just to increment the value D of element
D of element plus is
plus
equal to
equal
1.
to print D.
Is this right, everyone? Okay. Is this what you wanted? Guys, give me a thumbs up if you got it, thumbs down if you did not. Few people got it. Few did not, I guess.
So what if we use if statement for every element? For like an example, um, if a for element in S, if if conditions for every like A, B, C, and D for all the letters, is it possible to do in that way?
Can you give me a code for that?
Yeah, if element is not in D, then you have to increment like that. Not in. Uh,
No, no. Can you give me the code for that? What you said?
Just a minute, sir.
Yeah.
it's not possible, I think.
Is this the only way to do this? Okay, let's go over this code. Firstly, we have a string, we have a dictionary. Now, what are we doing here? We are iterating over each element. Everyone got it till here? I hope there's no doubt. Now, let's understand this part. So, what is this element actually? Where are we getting this element from?
S.
From
Yes, yes.
Okay. Uh, just put it to silent. Okay, someone has an answer. Just a moment. Let's finish this and we'll get to that. Okay. So this is each letter of S is an element here. Okay, let's actually make it a little simpler. So this is one way of writing it. Generally, how it's written is we have this first, else is equal to 1. Okay. So if this element is already a key of this D, then increment it. What if it is not?
Create
set
a
the
dictionary.
Creator, not a dictionary, create a key.
key value.
Key. Create a key.
Create a key and initialize it to 1. Initialize the count to 1. If it is already an element, what do? We increment its value, increments its count. Okay. Everyone got the syntax? Just remember this. This is a very important one. I think you will see this the most. Count the number of letters or words, whatever. Okay. Let me go over this one more time. Let's remove this. For element in S, if element is a part of the keys, is a key, what do I do here? What do I do if element is a key? I increment its value. If not a key, what do I do? What do I do if it is not a key of the dictionary?
Create a key.
Create a key. Is this good? Everyone got this? Okay, I'm assuming you got this. Give me a thumbs up if you got this part. If you got the syntax. Great, great. So this is one way of doing this. There's one more. So what do? We have two different for loops. First for loop, we go through this. What do we do in the first for loop? In the first for loop, we create an element. We create a key for each value that there is. Okay.
Yeah.
And what do we do in the second for loop?
We have to increment the value of each
Okay.
element.
Right.
Yeah.
The first for loop is only for creating the keys. Second for loop is only for incrementing it. All right. Everyone got
So
this?
without a for loop, it is not possible, no?
No, no, no. I don't think it's possible without a for loop.
Yeah. But someone's saying that if we trying to do by using only the if and else statement.
No, no, no. You do not know, right? How many keys are there?
Yeah.
Or can you just use if else there? Anshika gave some syntax. It's not completed, I think. Can you give it again, please? Let's see this actually. Okay. Yeah, this is the exact same thing, right? That we did just now. Okay. Are we getting zeros here? Okay. Can someone tell me the error here? Why are we getting zeros?
Sir, here
Create a
that there is a wrong, no? I think.
Yeah, what is wrong?
D of I
So
equals to
di is
1.
equal to 1.
Sir, already D is empty, and here the in the fourth line it's saying that if I in D, then we have to increment.
Okay, that is what we have to do. That is right. What is wrong? Should d of I should initialize to 0 or should it be 1?
1.
1 is to 1.
It will be one, and here,
Because
uh,
the first time we see an element, we put its count to 1. And when we see it again, we increment it. Okay? Got this?
yes, sir.
Okay. So this is one more. Someone said, someone gave me this syntax. Okay. This is partially right. Let me show you why this is right. Okay. Does everyone remember the list command called l.count?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what do I make this? Can I do something like this? Is this right?
Okay.
And we get the exact same answer.
So how,
So what do? We go over each element and we count how many times it is there in S.
sir? But S is a string, not a list.
Yeah. We'll get to the strings part. Just remember in strings also we have this thing like count.
Okay,
Okay.
then it's
But do not do this. Do not learn this. This is a very bad syntax. Why is it a very bad syntax? Because internally what you're doing in count is you're going over the list. What this count does is it goes over the list, does something like this. It does like this. Count is equal to 0. Let me show you. And what am I counting here? For example, if I'm counting how many times A is there, how do I do this? Can someone tell me how to count the number of A's in this string?
if uh,
No, no. First you have a for loop
yeah, or
for I in S.
in
If
S, if
I
I
is
is
equal to
equals
A,
to A,
what do I do?
then we just increment the count. Count is equals to
Plus is
plus
equal to
equals to
1.
1. Else, the count
Okay.
will be. Uh,
This is how you get this.
yes, sir.
So why is it a very bad syntax? Because every time I get an A, I count the number of times it is there. Then again I get a B, then again I count how many times B is there. So behind the scenes, this is causing a lot more overload on your editor. Okay, your program is actually running a lot longer than it should because it is doing the same thing again and again and again, right? So I think for your Python course, this is fine, but it's better to not get familiar with the syntax. This is not the right way of doing things. Okay, let me just write it here. This. Okay. I hope everyone is clear so far. Anyone has doubts so far? Okay. I think that should be the most important parts with your dictionaries as well. Let me quickly go over strings and then we can solve some problems involving all these data structures. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Anything else with dictionaries that you want me to do?
Sir, can
Okay.
you solve 2, 3 OPP question based on
Sorry?
the Sir, can you solve the 2, 3 OPP questions based on dictionary?
Yeah, definitely. We'll go over that. Let me finish strings,
Okay, sir.
another 5-10 minutes, and then we'll go with what you said. Okay. Same string. Okay. This is a string. A few things you have to remember. There is, I think, nothing like s dot sort. Okay. Firstly, remember that. How do I count the number of A's in this? We just now did this.
Yeah, using the for loop and if statement.
No, just the number of A's
Oh
without
yeah,
using
yeah,
a direct syntax. Use something like s dot count.
yeah. Is that
Okay.
count and we have to put a.
Okay. This is how we count the number of A's. Same thing goes for anything else. Um, Now, how do I get this B here? How do I access this?
B is like
Yes,
S1.
one.
S of one. Okay. Can I do like this? Is this allowed? Is this possible?
The value, it's not.
It's not possible.
Teacher
No.
replace the value of B to
String object does not support item assignment. Okay.
Hmm.
You cannot directly assign values to a string. Remember that. Then I think the most useful thing we have in strings, I think we have a lot of things. Something like this. You all know this? S dot lower.
Yeah, all the values going to the small
all the
Okay.
letter.
character are lower,
What about S dot upper?
Sir,
all character in uppercase.
uppercase.
Okay. Let's just change this. Sorry. Okay. You got this?
Yes, sir.
Now there's something called as S dot capitalize. What does this do?
First letter is capital and
All
other
others
is
are
the
small.
small letter.
Small.
Okay. This is S dot capitalize. Now some one more thing you will use a lot. S dot is upper.
We
Yeah.
check the all
Check
letter
the
is
all the
others are
letter is in upper.
Okay. So what will
others
be
are
the answer here?
Check.
false.
Boolean.
False.
Yes,
Same S dot is lower. What will be
Yeah.
the answer?
False.
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 False. Okay. Something called as is alpha. Let me change it actually.
So it's check that all the character in is are alphabet or not.
Alpha
Okay.
numeric character are
What
not.
will be the answer?
It will be true.
No, it's not true. Sorry, I just changed the values. Okay.
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
did 0, 1.
Then it will be false.
So this is false. And what is S dot alnum?
True.
True.
True. Sorry. Should look at this. Oh, okay. It's something like, yeah, it's sorry, it's not is alnum, right? This is true. Everyone got this?
No, sir. Can you explain?
Actually, I just typed like this, S dot alnum, and that was a error. So is alpha is if everything is an alphabet, and in this everything is not an alphabet, right? We have zeros and ones here.
Yeah.
But is alnum means everything is either an alphabet or a number. So,
Okay.
example, if I had like this, and now I do is alnum, what do I get?
False.
False. Why? Because we have a
Mm,
special character here.
Minus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's is alpha is alnum. I think you will use this is upper is lower a lot. Is alpha also is the alnum not so much? What else do we have? Let's see. We all know what is count, right?
Yes, sir.
What count as? One more thing. H dot starts with. What does starts with do?
Starts with.
It checks whether an particular alphabet set starts with a particular alphabet or
Okay.
any element.
So will this be true?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
True.
Ends with.
S dot ends with. Will this be true?
False.
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 Okay. How do you say I have a set? I have S and I want to add element at the last. How do you do that? So okay. I want to add an A to the last. How do I do that?
Dot join, you can say.
Sorry?
Dot
Sir,
join.
plus.
S
Sir,
dot
plus.
join. No.
No, dot join. Only dot
Okay.
join.
Up.
No,
Some
no, no.
string.
No, no, no. Take a moment and tell me the answer.
Is extend there?
No. It's actually a lot simpler than you are thinking.
Sir, plus in the.
It's A plus
Can
B,
you tell
sir. It's string
can
A
you tell
plus
the
string
entire
B.
thing? Can you tell the entire code?
Sir,
S plus.
S plus. That is.
I
Second
want the
element.
A at the
Last
end.
element.
Yes, sir. We have to make the A as a string. Then we can add.
Okay, let's call it A.
Yeah.
Is this fine?
Yes, sir. S plus A.
S plus A. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have to make it a string?
Yes.
Can we do
It's not
this?
necessary. Yeah. We can do that. Like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do I assign this to S? How do I change S to have this value instead? Firstly, just remember S is not immutable. Okay, string is not immutable. You just can't assign values directly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how do I make this to S?
So we should you use S minus?
Sorry.
Should we use S minus just
Mm,
like
Can we do like this? Is this allowed?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. And how do we simplify the syntax?
Sir, plus equal to.
plus is
Plus
equal to A?
equal. Sorry. Okay. Fine. I think we all you got till here. So now just tell me how do I add this add a zero to the starting instead of ending?
So we write A
Sir,
first.
A should be first. What it means A string plus S.
So instead we have a zero here, zero plus s.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do we assign this to s?
Sir, S is equals to S plus equal to 0. No, no,
No,
sir.
s plus is equal to zero. We'll add it in the end.
The end.
0
So it
plus
will be
S.
first. So S is equals to S plus 0 plus S.
Plus s. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have one more very important thing called s dot replace. Something you will use a lot as well in OPPs. Okay, what does replace do?
So it replaces a specified or specified number or a specified variable
So,
At a specific index.
yeah, yes, yes.
No.
It's give
Okay.
a index and that place
So it
another.
replaces a particular element present in the string A.
What will be the value?
So we get a 7, 7 B C again small b.
No.
It just replaces it.
Yeah. So anywhere you have an A, that gets replaced with Z. Okay.
So
How?
does not see the index on replace.
No, no. Anywhere it sees an A, it converts that to a Z. Okay.
Okay.
How to iterate it? And is it actually assigning this to S? Is
No,
S
sir.
actually getting changed? No, right? So
No.
what do you have to do?
S equal to.
Is equal to is dot replace a.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I think that should be it for strings. I think we have covered the most important ones. Just give me a second and let's do some problems here. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Uh, I'll just go over the problems. Can you tell me which one you want? Whichever problem you have a doubt with, we'll go over that. We'll leave out pattern printing for now. We'll go over pattern printing later. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
You want this answer? You want to solve this?
Yeah, yeah. Let's do this. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just change it a bit. We'll not use it as a
Sir,
input. Of
can you choose the question from OPP2 set?
this one.
OPP2.
OPP2. I don't. Okay, this one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Tell me. We're still in OPP1 parts, right? I mean, okay, let's do one thing. We'll stay to OPP1 now and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
do OPP1 2 later, okay?
Okay, sir. Okay.
We'll
No
definitely
problem.
cover that. Uh, I think that's Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
And lines of text as input. So we'll just change it a bit. We'll not take it as input. We'll go over input handling also. But for now, let's take n words as input. Also, just a moment before we go to this, we have one more very important thing in strings. Has anyone seen this?
Yeah, it's remove the
Yes, sir.
unnecessary
It
gap.
strips the
Okay.
any.
Remove the space
Um,
of in
it removes spaces or any alphanumeric values like percentage,
Okay.
exclamation
What
mark.
will this? What will this be?
space remove.
Sir, there is no space between them.
Okay. All the spaces on the sides are gone.
Yeah, size are gone.
What is this?
Left side space is remove.
Okay. Next, what do we have? R strip.
Yes, sir. Right side space remove.
Okay.
Okay.
Something important.
So how to strip the spaces in middle? Should we use the s.m strip?
No, I don't think there's something called as h.m strip. How do we actually strip the spaces in middle? Think about it.
Sir,
Let's
by
say,
indexing.
So by indexing, yeah, indexing.
no, we don't need to index. What did we use here?
Okay, replace by replacing the,
Okay.
yeah,
So how do we do that?
the gap will be
What do we
replaced.
replace with?
Uh, single inverted. There is no gap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, but it also remove the gaps right hand side
Yeah,
and
yeah,
left
yeah,
hand
yeah,
side.
yeah, yeah. For that, not sure. I think we'll get to that. Okay.
Okay.
We'll get to that part also. For that, you'll have to run a loop and check where there are multiple spaces in between. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
We'll get to that. I think that is also going to be a part of pattern movement parts. And one more very important thing we have. Okay. Now I want each of these words separated. How do I do that?
Sir, S is equals to uh, input.
No, no, no. I don't. No, no, no. Don't worry about the line that I've written here. This is just any string. Okay. I want write as a single word, A as a single word, program as a single
For
word.
loops, for loop.
For, okay.
Splits by, sir. Splitting.
Okay. Tell me the code.
So
Sir, S
for
dot split we can write now only.
For word in S dot split.
Split.
yes.
And how do I split?
It's just open, but don't need to put
Okay.
anything here.
Now
Print,
how do I
print
print
word.
of word?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Now instead of a space, what if it was like this? Can I do the same thing now? Let's move this. Okay. What do I do now? How do I split now?
Split. So we have to
So
remove the comma first, no?
before we did this, now what is the data type of this anyways?
So is a list.
It's a list?
Tuple.
Yeah.
No, it's a list.
It's a list.
And see how it was before. It was like this, and we were getting these as separate this thing, right? Separate words in a list.
Okay.
Okay. Now we don't have it like that anymore. Instead, we have it separated by commas. How do I split this?
Okay.
One thing someone said, replace a comma
I
by
see.
a space. Okay,
Yeah.
we can definitely do that. Okay, sorry. S is equal to S dot replace. Okay, we can definitely do this, but instead, split. Just a moment. Okay. Instead, in split, if you check, it takes something called as a delimiter or a separator. Okay. So by default, a separator is a space, but we can define anything as a separator. So in this case, what do I use as a separator?
Sir, comma.
Comma. Is this what I want?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now how do I print? Is this right?
Yes, sir.
To
We have to s dot split and there is a comma should be
there's a
there.
comma.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is not restricted to only a comma. You can have an email address. You can use like this. You can have like this separated by colon. You can have it separate. You can have a date format separated by a slash. Okay. This is one of the most important things in strings. That is the split. Okay. I hope this is clear.
Okay, sir. That means it removes the all comma.
Not exactly. It does not remove it. It uses that as something called as a delimiter. So now a comma is a delimiter. Every time you have a comma, the word actually splits there. Okay. And that comma is never printed. So yeah, it in some sense does remove the commas, but the comma is never printed. It just uses it as a delimiter. Okay.
Okay.
So using that
Sir,
information,
what if said the there is no comma? We still using the s dot split comma here. So what will be the answer?
okay, you want something like this,
Yeah.
CD like this,
Yes, sir.
ABCD, because it's never split. Is there any split there?
No, sir.
So what will happen? It will never split, and it will be a single word.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
I think using that information, you can try to solve this.
Okay, sir.
Let me give you a passage of words also. Now, instead of it takes n words of text as input, this is your input for each word instead. For each line, instead we'll have a for each word. Okay, can you solve this? Yeah, I'll give you 5 minutes for this.
Yes, sir. Done. Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Done.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Tell me that.
Sir, first of all, we have to write, sir, B equal to in a string A, E, I, O, U, all the vowels in a
Okay.
small.
Let's call it vowels.
Yeah, in
I
a
O
string.
U. Okay.
And for word in S dot split,
Forward in S dot split. Do I
yeah,
need a delimiter?
colon.
Do
No,
I
sir,
need?
you don't need to do
Okay.
that.
Because
There
by
is
default it is a space. Okay. Next.
yes, sir. We have to create an empty string here, so we can get D equal to empty string.
Okay. Next.
Uh, s- so for character in word dot lower,
For char inward. Sorry.
character in
Inward
word
dot
dot lower.
lower.
Yeah, if character in vowel,
If char in vowel.
sir, vowels.
Sorry. Yeah. Char in
So
vowels.
character is equals to character dot upper.
Sorry. Sorry.
So character equal to no,
Right.
sir. It's no. If it's not there, can you?
Okay.
So only character
Character is equal to character
equal to
dot
character
upper.
dot upper, and
Okay.
then, sir, we have to create a string here.
Yes. You have to
Yeah,
return the same string.
yeah, sir. In a third line, we have to create a string.
Okay. Here.
Yes, sir. So D equal to empty string.
Okay. T is equal to empty string. Okay.
Yeah, we have to add that character in the string. So T equals to
T is equal to
T plus that character,
T plus char. Okay.
and else.
Else
Character is equals to character dot lower.
char is equal to char dot lower. Okay.
Uh,
Same
I
thing.
think I'm making some mistake here.
Is this what you said?
Yes, sir. But I
And
think there is a mistake, I think.
okay. Okay. Is this what you wanted?
Yes, sir. No, no. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So there's a lot of mistakes in this. Let's go over them one by one. Firstly, obviously, vowels is equal to IOU. So vowels is equal to U. Okay. For word in split, sorry, split. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what the word is. Are we right till now?
Yes, sir.
Are we splitting it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yes, let's have another string. Okay.
Yes.
Now we go over each word.
Yeah. Or character in word dot lower.
In word.
Dot lower.
Okay, you can
Sir,
do
we
that
have
lower.
to make that lower case also
Yeah,
because
that makes sense. Okay, Karen, let's see what this prints. Okay.
yes, sir.
Uh, is this what we wanted?
No,
Did we
sir.
do
And all
something?
the vowels in the capital letter and all others are
No, no,
small.
no. Is the split right? Are we splitting it right?
No,
No,
sir.
like are we getting each of these correctly? Each character we are accessing it correctly, right?
Yeah, each character is accessing is correct.
Okay. Now the mistake is char dot lower. This is not needed.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Instead, if char in vowels, that's what we did.
Yes, sir.
What do we do?
Sir, that is character equals to character dot upper. Chart dot
Character dot
character is equals to
upper.
character dot upper.
Character dot upper.
Upper,
Equals to this.
Yeah.
else.
Else
Else, sir,
character equals to
character
character
equals to
dot
character.
lower.
So don't need to do that. We always already done this in the lower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So this much is right.
yes, sir.
And what do we do?
So T is equals to
Is this right?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there something else we can do?
No, sir. It's correct. No, 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 sir. It's not.
All
We
right.
can use in
Sir, we are missing
string.
Sorry. Repeat.
Int is equal to string for its same line.
Uh, what is equal to string? Let me get you.
Yeah, yeah. It's correct. It's correct. Sir, what is the mistake in my code then?
It's
Unnecessary
not
thing else
exactly.
constant else. Yeah.
This is an extra part that you do.
So there will be any issue, sir, if I do that like that.
Technically not, but this is an extra code that you're writing.
Yeah.
Okay. And secondly, you don't have to do this. You can just do this.
Yeah.
You don't have to do
Then
it
we don't
twice.
need the else statement.
Yeah, you don't have to do this t is equal to t plus char twice.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. I'll do.
Okay. So yeah, there was technically a code still runs. This is just an optimization of that. Okay. Everyone got this code? Let me go over this again. Okay. First we have a vowels. I think everyone got this. Why we have a vowels? For word in s dot split. So how does this split? It takes the first word as right, second one as a, third one as program, and so on. Okay. Everyone got it till here? Give me a thumbs up. Okay.
Sir, in
Great.
the case, sometimes they are not giving us the sentence. So in that case, what should I use? So s dot split, there comma, or only s dot split.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Let's finish this.
Okay, sir.
Then we have a empty string that we initialize. Okay. Then we go over each word. Anyone knows why we did word dot lower? Why can't we just do for character in word?
Sir, can I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Because it can be there is a word in a sentence that starts with a capital letter. Like if there is a word, suppose we assume that there is a letter apple and a start with a capital letter.
Capital letter. Okay.
So that is not belongs to the vowels because a is a that we are assuming the all the vowels in a small letter.
Okay. So assuming I remove this lower part,
Yeah,
can I
we can
still
add
make this
the.
code?
No,
Can I
sir.
still make this code work?
Yes, sir. Bubbles equals to, then we have to write that AEIOU and capital AEIOU. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So instead of, then we will have to do it something like this. All right. So instead of doing that, we just have a dot lower here. We convert everything to a lowercase. What happens if a character is in vowels?
Then we have to
If a character is a vowel, we convert it to your uppercase.
uppercase.
And what if it is not a vowel? We have been given one more instruction, right? If it is not a vowel, we have to convert it to lowercase. Do we have to do that?
No, sir. It's already in the for loop. We are already done that.
Okay. So we are anyways converting it to a lowercase. So if it is a vowel, then we convert it to uppercase. Otherwise, we leave it as it is. And finally, we append, or you can say we add this to your empty string that you had. Now, why do we have to print t here? Can we print it here? What happens if we print it here? Okay, let's try it.
It's all give us the separate.
And what is it doing? It is printing it each time. That's not what we want, right? We want it to be printed at the end. So we do it like this. Got it? Anyone who did not get this code? If anyone did not get it, I can re-explain this. Okay, if everyone got this, give me a thumbs up. Okay.
I ask my doubt now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so sometimes they are not giving us the sentence. So in that case, what should I imagine that s dot split or s dot split comma?
Can you give me the sentence? Like how it is?
No, sir. Sometimes they're not giving us the sentence. They are just like assume that there is a sentence and just like do it.
Then what you have to do, you have to go here.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
You have to go here, check how the test cases are. If this test case has a comma, you have to use a comma. If this test case has a space, then you have to use a space. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So generally they will give you that explicitly. If they don't give it, then you have to check the test cases. And by default, it is a good practice to always check the test cases.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think everyone got this. Gaurav, someone had a doubt last time. He's not here. We'll just take it next time. Okay. Anyone who has any doubts, I think we'll wrap up the session now. Anyone who has any doubts with this? Okay, guys, any doubts you can ask right now.
Sir, in the next session, what we are gonna discuss then?
I'm thinking let's go over more problems. I don't think you have done till functions, right? You guys haven't finished functions.
Yeah, I have finished function.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Which week is functions? Let me
Sir,
check.
functions is covered in fourth and fifth week.
Oh, functions is done, is it?
Yes, sir. In the fourth week,
Yes.
Okay.
function start.
Then great. We will finish our functions and we will now go over the problems. Okay. That's our main thing.
Yes, sir. Last half an hour we should practice and other.
Yeah, definitely. And last 1 week we will cover only text. We'll only cover file handling and your pattern printing. Okay.
Sir, dictionary also.
Yeah, definitely. From next week onwards, that's what we'll do. We'll focus mainly on problems.
Yes, sir.
That is the
The
highlight.
matrix questions.
I think most of the concepts, I think Sudarshan sir is doing it. There's nothing I can do better than him. Definitely not. So, Sudarshan sir is doing your concepts. We'll just clear them and we will go to problems mainly to solve as many as possible because I think that's where most of the people are lacking, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Concepts are clear. Solving the problems is the issue, right? Okay. So, any more doubts, guys? You can go ahead and ask them. Uh, Someone had asked how to iterate in a dictionary. Can you tell again what you mean by how to iterate? So the way I understood it, let me tell that. Okay, we have this dictionary. How to print all the keys and values?
Sir, dictionaries are not ordered, sir.
Sorry.
Dictionaries are not ordered.
No, they are not ordered. It's just like sets. They are randomly ordered.
So
Yeah.
I can't out iterate, sir. Iterate.
You can iterate over them.
We can
What
value wise we can say the key wise we can do key wise.
I didn't. Yeah, yeah. You can iterate over them keywise. Yes, exactly. You can't iterate over them over each value. Like they're not ordered, but you can do them keywise. And how do you do that keywise?
Mm,
Okay, how do you find all the keys of this dictionary?
D of key.
D of key, not exactly.
Key. Sorry. What is
D dot keys.
D dot keys. D dot
Yep.
keys.
Yes,
These are the
yes.
keys. How do you iterate over these?
Using a for loop.
Using a for loop. Okay. For loop over. Say for key in. For key in.
D.
Dot keys.
Yeah, D dot keys. Print
And
key.
how do I get the value? Okay, yeah, I can definitely do this. Simple. I want to actually print the value of the value that the key is storing. How do you do that?
Come again? What?
I want to I want to print this 2 and 3, so on, and I want to do that using the key. How do you do that?
D dot elements.
No. Okay, so we get the keys right. Now what we can do? We can do print d of key. Okay, is this what we wanted?
Sir, D dot key. Yeah.
Okay, is this right? So
Sir,
there's
so we
yeah,
can write that key is key semicolon equal to
definitely.
of key.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is a very common thing. For only for this we have another shortcut to this. It's called, we can unpack it like this. For key comma value in, instead of d dot keys we have something called as d dot items. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, and what should this print? Okay, everyone got this?
Yes, sir.
uh, whoever asked for how to iterate over dictionaries, I think they should clear this, right? For key comma values in read items, print like this. Okay. Okay. I think that should bring us to an end of. I hope dictionaries is clear to everyone. It's important that dictionaries are clear actually.
No, sir, I have a doubt on the update version. So if the value is coming toward up,
Sorry,
sir, in the dictionary, I have a doubt on the update part.
as in?
Like, so there's a
Okay.
value is given and we have to count everything, a maximum value.
You want a max of the dictionary values, is it?
Yeah,
How do you do that? How do you check which is the one that is repeated the most times? For firstly, how many things do you want here?
so could you please comment?
Firstly, how many variables do you have to keep?
Yeah, so
In
there's a
general, if yeah. So I want to print the key which is having the which is repeated the most number of times. How do you do that?
sir max.
Max is equal to zero is
Key
equal to
of
minus one.
max. Yeah. Every time for key, comma, value in item.
Firstly, don't keep it as max. Keep it as maxi because max is a keyword.
Keyword.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Next,
for key,
what
comma,
was the
value
next
in
thing?
three dot items.
Okay. Do I need a max key here?
Sir, we don't need key here. Only we need value.
Okay. No, actually, I want the key of the highest repeated value of the most repeated value.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
And for
Okay,
key in
let's do one thing. There are very less people right now, and this is a pretty important concept.
yes, sir.
We'll go over this in the next
Okay, sir.
class, okay?
Okay,
And
sir.
that is on Wednesday,
Okay, sir.
okay?
Okay.
Don't want many people to miss this. So I hope everyone is clear with whatever we did today. Practice dictionaries, that's what I would say. It's the most important one. And I saw feedback. Many people were telling for tasks and quizzes. Definitely from next week we will start all those. The first week was only a refresher on whatever you have learned. Okay.
Yeah.
I hope everyone understood what was done today. Okay. All right. Anyone who has any more doubts can go ahead and ask right now. Okay, guys. If you don't have any doubts, you're free to leave. That brings us to an end of. Okay. Thank
Sir,
you.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
I have a doubt.